Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. It is Tuesday. How is everyone doing? When you hop on, if you are watching this on replay, hashtag replay in the comments for me so I know you are here. If you are watching this live, then say hello. Let me know you're here. Hi, Luann. I can see you are the first one watching. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Veronica. Hi, Julie. Welcome, you guys. Thanks so much for hopping on today. I appreciate you guys. If you all don't know me, my name is Darlia, and I am owner of Darshay Designs. Hi, Connie. Welcome. I live in Western Colorado, very near the Utah border, and today's video is going to be streamed in the Craft Round the Clock group, so if you guys are not a member over there, be sure and head on over there and check them out when I'm done here. Hi Beth, how are you today? Welcome, you guys. Thank you all for hopping on. Welcome today. Hi Debbie. Thank you, thank you. So we are going to use this wood round that comes in a pack from Hobby Lobby. There's 3 of them. And I don't remember the price, but when they're 40% off, I think they're like around 12. Hi, Connie. So you can get them pretty cheaply. I believe it was 14 inches. Hi, Grace. Good afternoon to you too. I have already done a base coat of white chalk paint on here. We are going to use this really pretty fabric. I can show it to you guys without the back side. Hi, Anna. Welcome, you guys. Hi, Paula. Welcome. So we're going to be using that fabric. We're going to be using some ribbon, a stencil. I don't know. I have a few things sitting around here. Let's see what works, right? I've had a ton of different ideas. And of course, the crafts I have planned for you guys, I decided to change like an hour ago. Hi, Sybil. How are you? There was this poll that said, do you plan your crafts out? You know, how far in advance do you plan the crafts out before you go live? And it's like sometimes a week, sometimes a day. But then there should be another poll that says before you actually go live, do you use that same craft, right? Oh, it's crazy sometimes. You second guess yourself. I was doing junk journals all last week. So at first I was going to do a couple of different covers for those with sunflowers, using sunflowers. And so I decided, well, maybe everybody's tired of the junk journals. Let's just do something different. But it was a really fun week doing junk journals last week. Yeah, sunflowers are so pretty, right? So I have this stencil from Magnolia Design Company. I am an affiliate with them. And it says, in a field of roses, she is a sunflower. So we're going to use this at the top of our wood round here. And if you guys wouldn't mind spreading the craftiness, sprinkling, however you like to say it, I would really appreciate it. But this is only going to be one part of this project, obviously. And I forgot to bring my little mat over here. Hi, Dina. How are you today? So this is a really pretty stencil. And if you guys want information on it, just comment stencil in the comments, and I will get that to you after I am through going live. Let me grab this real quick so we can fuzz it. Thank you so much, Sybil. And this is just a mat that Magnolia Design has so that you can fuzz it when you're first using it. It's the first time I'm using this stencil, so it doesn't get a ton of lint on it, but it will keep it from sticking really hard to your surfaces. Thank you guys so much for sprinkling. I appreciate it. If you guys are new to me, again, my name's Darlia Sawyer, and I am owner of Darche Designs. I live in Western Colorado, and I have 6 children and 5 grandchildren so far. Welcome, Tammy, today. Okay, this should be good. We will lay it down. I'm going to put this at the top because we're going to use our fabric. We're going to do some other things. And I kind of want it off center. So we're going to go over, I think, as far as we can go, just about, with a stencil. And these are adhesive stencils, if you're wondering. Okay. Let's see if that looks straight. What do you guys think? I probably turned it too quickly, right? All right. Welcome, you guys. Thanks so much for being here. So let me know in the comments how you're doing today, because I do a drawing each month. Hi, Annette. And once we reach 10 on the viewer count, I'll draw one name, and every 10 after that, I will draw another name. So obviously, the higher the viewer count goes, the more names I will draw, the more chances you guys will have of being entered into the drawing. There's a piece of lint right there. Hey, Annette. And how I pick the names that go in the drawing is I just scroll through the comments and turn my head and stop, and whoever's name I land on, that name goes in the drawing, or names, if it's multiple names. So I know we've already gotten up to having 2 names in the drawing today. And how we can get that count up is just by sprinkling the video, commenting, and doing some emojis. All those things help if you guys see something you like. Hi, Connie. Thanks so much for joining me today. You guys see, okay, and I've got a lot of different things involved in today's project. This is just step 1. So we will get this done and go on to the other. Now I'm going to be mixing some colors today because in order to go with the fabric, I really couldn't find a yellow that I had that was gonna, be perfect, or, as close to it as I wanted. So we're just gonna take a little bit of this one color, which is called Mango Mojito, and then we're gonna take a little bit of this pineapple yellow. Hello from Missouri, Carol. Thank you. Yeah, I will for sure be doing more junk journal weeks, and we work on them off and on even when I'm not doing junk journal weeks. And I will probably do what I thought about doing today sometime this week. And it's also, we'll be using sunflowers, so stay tuned for that. This week I think we're going to do a combination of patriotic and sunflowers. I love both, and since the 4th is almost here, I thought it would be fun to do that. So we're trying to somewhat get to this color of yellow. Obviously, I need more yellow. Hi, Shelly. How are you today? Welcome, you guys. Thank you so much for being here. If you guys haven't followed my page yet, I would love to have you on there. I do all types of crafts, not any one thing. I think I should have went a little bit less with the mojito to start with, right? And now I'm just like smearing it all over my page. Hi, Sherry. How are you today? Let's add a little bit more, then we're going to call it good. It'll look good. we're just going to use this for the petals, obviously, of our sunflower, and then we're trying to make it match that fabric that we're going to be using. So how are you guys today? How's the weather where you're at? Have you been enjoying, if you're in the Craft Around the Clock group, have you been enjoying all the sunflower crafts? I'm sure you have. I've caught quite a few of them and they've been really cute. So we're just gonna take our little squeegee here. This is an adhesive mesh stencil. So we're just gonna push our ink. I am using ink today. I just like to use ink. We could definitely use chalk with this, but I'm using ink today. We're gonna push our ink down through those, not super hard. You don't want to, because then you'll have it squishing underneath the stencil, but it adheres pretty well. So as long as you don't get too crazy, it will be fine. I think it's a little oranger then, but I can always go back and add some yellow, more yellow to it too. Maybe over the top we'll add a little yellow, and that'll make it a little two-toned. I think that would be kind of pretty. You want to kind of work as quickly as you can because you don't want your ink drying in your stencil. So that I will probably miss comments for a few minutes here while I just try to get this on here, and then we will go on. Okay, I think that's a good base. I think I'm going to go in with a little bit of that yellow over the top. Let's put that a little bit down here. As I tell you guys to work quickly, right? And then I'm like, oh, then I'm going to go over the yellow. And then we're going to do brown in the middle. And we're going to try to, we're not going to totally match that wine color in the fabric, but we're going to get as close as we can. Okay, we have got that done. Hi Joy, how are you this afternoon? Welcome. So how many of you guys decorate with sunflowers in your house? Do you do it for fall? Do you have it up all year? What is your preference? Hi Kathy, how are you this afternoon? Some of these I have not opened yet, as you guys can tell. Okay. It's like I set everything here and then I cannot find it. So we're just going to go in with that brown now in the middle here. Trying not to get it out there on our leaves, petals. And of course, where it's showing green is the only part that you're going to see. So you don't have to worry about putting it all over the middle. Probably I'm going to grab one of my little stencil brushes here. Your bedroom is sunflowers. Because it's a little hard to get this edge. And Magnolia also has these little stencil brushes that work really well for, actually it's where the white is, you guys, not where the green is. Sheesh. The green is the stencil, the white is where your ink is going through. So yeah, you're wanting to get around that edge with your brown. That one's not quite stiff enough, so gonna try them all out here. And this one should work good. It's just getting that outer little ring that's a little hard. Taking a little bit of patience here. I love sunflowers, definitely in the fall. And I guess, I don't know, it may be funny, but I hadn't really thought of using them all year long until this year. And then I've kind of been, I don't have to do that just for fall. I don't know why, you guys. Your kitchen is sunflower stubble. That sounds very pretty. Okay, this is close, I think, to the color on our fabric. A little bit lighter, but we're gonna go with it for our words. Let me get this out of the way. We are almost through with the stencil part. Again, if you guys are interested in this stencil, let me know and I will get you the link to that. Of course, you can use a stencil on t-shirts, on bags, especially with the ink. You can use it on any kind of cloth. And then also with the ink, you can use it on glass and ceramics. You just need to heat set it. Let me see how that's looking. If I look like I got most of it. And when you let it set a little bit too long, it starts pulling off a little bit of your paint too. So I might have to go back and touch that up a tiny bit. But it, for the most part, turned out really good. It's just a few little places. So that's why I'm like, work as quickly as you can. I love this stencils bath for sure. They just make your signs or whatever you're doing look professional, and it's easier. And so, and definitely the mesh stencils are easy to use. Okay, let me close all those up. I put the stencil in a pan of water because you don't want it to dry out on your stencil because you won't be able to get it out of those mesh areas. So you want to keep it in water. So here's where we are so far. Yeah, and as you guys saw, that doesn't take me very long. So now we're going to take our fabric as soon as I blow dry that. So blow dry it. Heat tool, guys. So it doesn't get smeared. Because that would be my luck. All right. So what I want to do with our fabric, and I did get this at Hobby Lobby if you guys are interested. We are going to go down here toward the bottom, and that color really matched this fabric really well. And we are going to Mod Podge with our fabric Mod Podge some fabric down here. So I'm going to flip that over, hoping I really did get it dry. Hi Mary, how are you today? Thank you for joining me. So I have it pretty much where I want it. So we are going to lay that down. Sorry if I hit the mic, you guys. And sure, I'm doing this backward. All right, I'm going to go with this. I'm going to cut it a little bit bigger because we can always cut off of it. Thank you, Paula. For some reason, I'm like feeling all nervous today. I don't know why. When I started out going live, I used to feel that way, but I haven't really felt that way for a while. Maybe because I feel like this is a full project, right? We've got to keep on moving here. So I'm going to cut a little beyond what I did in case when I flipped it, I didn't get it exactly right, because I can always trim that off. I'd rather have it be a little too long than not long enough. So I love working with fabric. I've been sewing since I was in my teens. So fabric is definitely one of the things I love to use in projects. Hi Vicki, how are you today? Yeah, I think it's good. It's good, it's good. Okay, our fabric Mod Podge, and you guys can use normal Mod Podge, but I always say that the fabric is a lot better. It's thicker. You're not going to get that kind of hard, crusty look coming through your fabric when you use the fabric Mod Podge. So if you have it, by all means use it when you're using fabric on things. Now, obviously, if you don't, you can use Mod Podge and it will be fine. I just feel like it gives you a better finish when you use the fabric Mod Podge. Quite a bit better. At first, I was kind of like, I don't know what the difference really is. And then as I used it more and more, I was like, yeah, there is a big difference actually. So I'm just kind of spreading our Mod Podge all over here. Thank you, Connie. You're from South Carolina, Vicki. Well, welcome. I love Charleston. I have been there, even though mostly I've been on the western part of the United States. I've lived in most of the states out here. But I have been in the South and the East, only as far as South Carolina. My husband is from Florida, so we go back to see family, and we have quite a bit of family out there. And I was born in Washington State, but I have lived in Colorado now since I was 17. All right, that should be good. We're going to hit that with the heat tool. Hi, Lisa. How are you this afternoon? Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. If you guys wouldn't mind sprinkling the video, spreading the craftiness, all those fun things, I would appreciate it. Hi, Diane. Welcome. Yeah, sunflowers are so much fun, right? And they just like, I have some growing in the backyard. I just love how they get so tall and make such an impact. You're in Tennessee, Lisa? Well, welcome. I would like to go to Tennessee. Have any of you guys been out to Colorado, and what did you think? I live on the western side, so on the opposite side of Denver. It's more deserty over here. But we are only an hour away from the mountains and lakes and rivers and all of that. So we kind of have the best of both worlds. I think we are good. I know that is annoying. Loud and annoying. So we will go back to getting our fabric placed down here. And I'm going to go ahead and iron that down. They are happy flowers for sure, Beth. They are. I got that mostly dry, so this should be, probably needs to heat up just a minute. Good. I do like to iron fabric down for the Mod Podge too. It works really well. Hi, Delene. How are you today? Yeah, it's hot now. So just moving that around. And of course, if you're going to have this outside, if you do something similar to this, be sure and seal it. Any kind of wood you have outside. And then of course, if you have it under an area that's covered, that's even going to be better for it, because the weather can definitely get to them after a while. This is fabric season, although I do love to use napkins too. We will be doing a lot with that in sunflowers. I have a napkin club and I just sent out the fall napkins, and there are sunflowers in that, and they are so pretty. So yes, fabric, napkins, all of it is awesome, right? Okay, I think that is down good, and this is where we are so far. I'm going to trim that really quick. I probably could have got by with not really making it bigger, but I wanted to make sure because I wasn't sure I was holding it right. So we're just trimming off that excess fabric. All right. And then I thought we would take some ribbon, and you guys can help me out with this. See how it looks. Thank you, Lisa. I have some burlap and lace ribbon here. I actually have some wine color ribbon, but it's fairly wide. I couldn't find any shorter. And I thought we would take it across here. So let me turn this the right way, and I'm going to give you guys a few choices. So let me know which one you like better, or do you don't. The stencil came from Magnolia Design, Becky, and if you need that link, just let me know and I can get that for you. I'm an affiliate with them. So do you like this ribbon? Can you guys see it well enough? Or we have a brown burlap that we could put across here. Or we might not even use any ribbon, but you guys let me know what you think. There's that. Do you like the brown? And I have the wine color, but it's super big, so I'm not sure I would want to use this one, but I will show you guys. You never know till you try it. A lot of times what you think will work well, you're like, and then what you don't think is like, well, actually. So there's the wine color, you guys. What do you like the best? The wine, the brown, or the burlap with the lace? Do you like the brown, Lisa? So there's the wine again. Brown, Susan. Here is the brown again. And I think this is probably my least favorite, is this color with the, just like a normal burlap with the lace on it. Guys seem to be in agreement so far, brown. So we will put that strip of brown across there. because that just kind of finishes that edge right there and helps it to look better, I think, when you're working with an edge that's not finished. And I'm just going to tack that over onto the back, and we're going to glue it right there around the side. Brown, brown, yay, you guys all agree. It's so nice when that happens. When it's close, it's like, oh, which one do I choose? Yay. And I will finish the back side of this too. I do not like to leave it unfinished normally. And then I'm just going to tack that a few places along here once I get it around the side. And that will just kind of hold it in place. If any of you guys do like sunflowers in your kitchen, I have some towels that I made, and I'll show them to you here in a second. Kitchen towels. And this fall, I'm going to be starting a kind of a kitchen decor box, and I will be including towels in that, so you guys will get an idea of what will be coming. But I have, I think, about 10 or 15 of these already ready to go. So they are really big. They are flour sack towels. And I sewed on the fabric on the bottom, and then I added the ribbon on the top. So if you guys are interested in these at all, just say sunflower towel in the comments and I can get you that information. But I will also have a subscription box coming up this fall with all different kinds of things. So it is in the works. Thank you, Beth. But these sunflowers are really pretty too. All right, back to our sign. That was a quick intermission. Now we're back to working on our sign. Like I said, I would go through this and just put a little bit of glue down in places so it kind of just holds it nicely in place. And then the reason why we kind of added our stencil over to that side is I thought we could make a bow for it, hopefully tying in all these colors. I thought about making a felt sunflower on here. That was one of the options I kind of toyed around with, and then just using the stencil for the words. And I could even go back and add that on, but I don't know, that one's really pretty too. So I have the sunflower ribbon. I'm not sure how it will look with this, but I think it'll be okay. Thank you, Grace. Hi, Martha. I'm glad you're doing well today. I'm doing good. I can do a loopy bow, or we can do more of a flat bow. Let me see how much time we have. Okay. I don't know, you guys. You can also do my favorite bow. Thank you, Julie. Maybe we'll do that. Emily will add some different layers in here. This is not a wired ribbon. This is like a satin ribbon. So it makes it a little bit more challenging to use a satin ribbon, but you can definitely use it in your bows. Okay, gotta decide how big we want this. I think that is a good size. 6 p.m. there. In western Colorado, we are only 3 o'clock. So definitely still afternoon for us. Do you guys have dinner all planned out for the day, evening? Any big exciting plans for the night? Dropping my granddaughter off at her baseball practice. And then going to the gym. Thank you, Tracy. I appreciate that. And Tracy is the one who's over the Craft Around the Clock group. And she does awesome in there. So you guys be sure and check out her page also, because she goes live in there. She keeps us all going. Not an easy job for sure. I'm gonna go ahead and tack that on the back here with some glue. Going over that with some brown. I just decided I want it all to be almost like one ribbon. We'll see if I keep that opinion right. Hi, Joanne. How are you? Yeah, the sunflower crafts are awesome. I think a lot of us definitely do like sunflowers. I love all flowers, as you can tell by my backyard, but they are all special. So I'm just going to glue that back there. Probably should tack it a little bit here in the middle too. Just have to kind of work with it a little to get it the way you want it. And then I'm also going to tack down the brown ribbon on top of the wine colored ribbon. Glue strings going everywhere. Sorry, they're all over my hand. I'm getting all over the ribbon, unfortunately. Okay. I may be ironing this out, right? Okay, I think it's good. Let's go ahead and glue these two ends together. And then I'm going to use a zip tie. My sunflowers are not in bloom, Connie. When they do come in bloom, I will post a pic. Because in Colorado, we can't even start planting usually until May or later, because we can still get snow and freezing temperatures. So our growing season is not super long, but we have a lot of sunny days, so that helps make up for it. Probably could have used even a bigger zip tie than this one, but we're gonna go with it. So it'll be a while yet. They are out of the ground and they're probably up about a foot or so. And it always seems like once they get to a certain point, then they just kind of grow like crazy. But it's getting to that point, right? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and tighten this down. I think we'll put some of that wine color ribbon around the center of this. It always seems like when I go to tighten that zip tie, that one side is a little longer than the other. It moves on me. So we're going to go in here with this ribbon. I'm just going to tie it for now. We are going to make some tails for our little bow, and we're getting close to being out of time, ready for our next presenter in the Craft Around the Clock group. I'm just playing with the bow too much, you guys. So I want it up here in poofy. And that one brown ribbon, for some reason, came apart a little bit. So I might have to replace it with some new. But let me quickly get some tails down here so you guys can see it better of how the finished project will look. I think a wood bead hanger or just using this ribbon would be really pretty as a hanger on here too. Of course, you can dovetail the ends of the tails, cut them at a slant, whatever you guys would like to do. But I think that's about the placement of our bow, unless we decided to stick it down there, but then I feel like it's covering our fabric, and I don't think I really want to do that. I like the fabric a lot. And I may cut these down a little more. They're pretty long. But I want to give you guys the idea of what the finished one will look like. I will definitely take a picture of it. Thank you guys for being here. And enjoy the rest of Sunflower Week on the Craft Around the Clock group. And I usually am live in the afternoons. So join me on my page if you would like. I'd love to have you there. Thank you guys so much. Have a blessed day. Bye for now.